Okay, look at that. Right there is a bunch of nerves for a load of riders. It doesn't look much, but the mechanics are there, are waiting for the riders to come in from their sighting lap, and there's loads going through their head.
Yeah.
As much as the riders right now. You can see some of the GRT, KTM Impact Team riders there. Sorry, mechanics there waiting for Joe Brooks to come in.
Yeah.
He's in with a shout. He is 6 points off of Charlie Cole.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is really.
Well, his mechanic
really
there, Gary Finch, with his back to us there with the GRT Impact KTM top on, with the headsets on. They will be communicating through this race because he's in with a shout in his debut year in the pros to win it. 6 points. He's not out of the equation.
No, definitely not.
Charlie Cole has 1 point lead on the. We think he's still riding the blades. Kawasaki. We obviously talk that he's going to be doing stuff with.
It looks
with the Phoenix Tools team for next year, Even Strokes team. But he is actually, so get this, he is riding, it's been announced that he's riding for that team next year.
Yeah, but they're still going to be back in Colton right now.
But that's my point. He'd be the spoiler in potentially them winning. And yet he's signed for them for next year.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh, wow. But I suppose you can argue he then have the capability of rocking the #1 plate if he wanted.
Yeah.
Next year on that bike.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, so there's that to look at. Here they come in.
So Billy Askew came in first.
Yep.
So he must have rocketed out.
There's his coach in the cream hat. Yeah, Ash Wild going over to chat to him. There is Jamie Carpenter coming in. So you'll see them all come in now.
Run to the toilet.
And this is where it gets interesting. Some will go to the toilet. They'll have their final rundown, their chat. That's why we're going to stick with this. Show you what goes on pre-event. We might even be able to just pan out a little bit more maybe, but I think we might be a bit close. But we get a lot of these riders and just see what's going on down there in the pits. There's Harry Kulas. Of course, Harry is still mathematically in with a shot, but really it's between the two Honda boys in the MX-1.
Yeah, I mean, providing Conrad doesn't have a disaster, he should get it done.
Yeah, and obviously performance in that opening moto would suggest that he can take 10% off it and still bring it home quite comfortably. Joe Brooks, look at the kit that he's thrown on for this one. He's rocking the mauve and pink purple get up.
Yeah.
So if he's going to win this championship, he's doing it in some style. He's 6 points off the lead. So let me just reiterate. MX2, the Apico Pro MX2 Championship. Charlie Cole, rider number 82, going into this final ever MX Nationals race, not just the final race of this championship this year. He has a 1 point lead over rider number 6, Carlton Husband. Another 1 point behind him is Jamie Wainwright.
Yeah.
What's Jamie riding? Like it's Redline KTM, isn't it? Or
yeah. Well, it's their own thing. I think it's Wainwright Haulage Redline KTM. I think.
He's 1 point behind Carlton, so therefore 2 points off the lead. Joe Brooks is another 2 points back on 136.
These guys can hear this.
I know. They're good. I'm glad. Let's build tension. Sorry, fellas, all of you lot out there listening to this, but you are in a championship battle. So Joe Brooks is 6 points off the lead in fourth. Callum Mitchell, riding for Lexa Racing, is just another 6 points back. So as we've mentioned, a 12-point gap between first and fifth going into this final moto. I think that's got to be one of the closest championship rundowns we've ever had in Michelin MX Nationals history.
Good that it's the last one.
Yeah.
Makes it good. If you're watching this as well and you're interested in all this, you want to watch more motocross, like and subscribe to the YouTube channels, DirtWorld-TV and MX Nationals. Make sure you're following us on Instagram.
Socials, yeah, all the socials. We're on
Facebook,
Instagram. There you go.
And these are free to view. And next year we're going to be bringing an even better Pro Championship.
Yep.
Arguably on a Saturday.
Yeah,
so
with exactly that. You know, the 125 class as well will add so much to it on the Saturday's racing program. Longer motos for them as well. Proper EMX 125 style race distances, qualifying the whole 9 yards.
DirtWorld-TV doesn't just show MX Nationals as well.
No.
We also stream other motocross events.
Absolutely, and hopefully more next year. Of course, we just recently covered the Foxhill VMX DN.
Yeah, you can go back and watch that as well. It's all there on the YouTube channel to watch. Definitely a good one to go back actually and watch.
There's Charlie Cole on the left of your screen, the championship leader.
Yeah.
Number 82 on the blades, Kawasaki.
Shaky qualifying session.
Gets some help, of course, from the Big Van World as well.
Yeah,
and
I think
Steve
Dixon as well.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty much, I don't know whether it's a Dixon bike or it looks Dixon-esque. It's definitely got some of the Dixon parts on it.
Well, the Blades team not too far away from Steve Dixon's workshop, so they would love a local connection there. Okay, Dylan Walsh took the race win, so he wants to sign this thing off with an overall victory. The man on screen, Billy Askew on the Revo GTCI Kawasaki, his pro debut, he got second in the opening moto. He's got a shot of winning the overall in his pro debut.
Yeah,
so there's a lot going on in this final moto.
An awful lot. I might go and have a little nervous wee, actually, before this one.
Thanks for that.
I'll be back in 5.
Don't get stung. Off he goes. He can't handle the nerves. So here we go. I think that's part of Callum's race build-up. When he's racing, he probably gets himself in the same pickle. And he's feeling the nerves, and we're just calling it. We're not even out there racing it. Okay. Let's just all take a deep breath for this one. Wow. Let's get them up on screen. There we go. So we see there how they cope with the nerves. You've got Joel Rizzi up the inside, 912 on that DK off-road gas. Charlie Heyman, who's just out of the championship equation, really. He is back there in 7th in the championship. He's 32 points off the lead, but the reality is he can't really win it because you've got to be within a striking distance of 25, and he's not. Dylan Woodcock, great addition, late addition to the championship, filling in for Jake Millwood on the Verdi Shillow team. Nervy times. There's number 6, Carlton Husband, who is 1 point off the lead. Racing, effectively, his teammate for 24. There he is, Charlie Cole, the championship leader. I hope Barry Moore is taking some deep breaths out there.
I'm back.
He's back. Okay. I'm just going to chill for a bit because I've got a feeling we're going to be putting nearly as much, well, nowhere near as much energy into it as those guys. But
no, mentally stressed I am, so I can't imagine what they're feeling like. Carlton Husband's just got a cold towel.
Right round the neck. Billy Askew just waiting. As we said, me and Callum jumped out of the booth here just before it went, and we went over to that waiting zone, and it was just deadly quiet.
Yeah,
it was just weird. Normally there's hustle and bustle, and there wasn't. It was just like this build up to this final ever race with it so close. As we said,
it's brilliant.
We've had close finishes between like first and second going into the final race, but never, I don't think, been in a position where 5 riders could still win this thing.
It's intense. It really is intense.
For
many of them as well. I mean.
Well, we're going to be concentrating on the racing here. We got Ben Rumbold, who's obviously joins us occasionally in DirtWorld-TV when we cover other events or whatever. He'll probably be out there working the overtime, working out the maths. So hopefully Ben will be out there.
He's probably shaking with excitement with his calculator or abacus or whatever Ben uses.
I'm amazed he's got signal, so I'm just thankful he's got signal to let us know what's going on.
He probably keeps running up the top of the hill.
Okay. Deep breath, everybody, because we are going to see, we hope, 13 minutes of unbelievable race action here to determine the 2023 and final ever Michelin MX Nationals champions. We're a few seconds from gate drop. Here we go then, the showdown. It's all hinging on this final race, and it looks like Gilbert with a flyer up the pipe to get the whole shot.
I mean, this is even going to be so important, the start.
Yeah.
This is going to be lethal. Here we are.
It looks like Gilbert there. He's made an absolute rip. I'm sure that was number 3, not the 426. It is. Of course, Josh will be representing Team GB at Ernay at the Motocross of Nations, riding a 250. Monticelli putting an
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, Monticelli. They nearly got together there. Man, we're off and running. That was close.
That was very Monticelli-esque.
Wow. Honestly, I thought they were coming together over that first tabletop.
Was scary. I think Josh did as well, because like you imagine hearing that panic rev behind you.
And because that tabletop is on the angle, so they like the two lines kind of come together.
I remember when Ivo had a massive crash there last year. I think he went in the ditch.
That was John Adamson taking the double on.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
He's gone into the lead. Ivo Monticelli is going to be the spoiler here. He is really putting some heat on that AC United gas on the first lap. Of course, Gilbert needs to win it. He needs to win to try and stop. Where is he? We're trying to find him.
Conrad,
yeah, I'm just trying to find him to see where he is. Conrad, that speed he had in the opening
they're
moto.
They're going to be coming through now. Let's get the timing up on the board.
Find out where everybody is, because it's all about the 250s here as well, as much as the MX-1. But I'd say probably more than the MX-1.
Right, what's going on in this race? It looks like, is that Dylan Walsh that's back there? God, this is stressful right now.
Okay.
Split the results.
Okay, let's just get the results as they stand up on screen. That's how they crossed the line on the opening lap. So where was...
Tristan Purdon with a blinder as well.
Well, look, not even in the top 13 is our championship leader in MX-1.
Carlton Husband.
Oh, he's made a flyer. Husband's made a flyer. Okay, he needs to beat. It's simple maths. He just needs to beat Charlie Cole. That's it. But he needs to also make sure that he beats the other contenders, which are Jamie Wainwright, Joe Brooks and Callum Mitchell.
Where is Charlie Cole? He hasn't had a good one.
No, he hasn't. He's down in 13th in MX2.
This is a big one for Carlton Husband.
Big one. As it stands right now at the end of lap 1, Carlton Husband will be the champion, but he's got to keep it on 2 wheels for 25 minutes plus 2 laps.
Barry's going to have no nails left at the end of this, that's for sure. Callum Green with a good start as well. Charlie Heyman up there.
Right, I'm going to give you the rundown in the top 10 per class, okay? Not as you've just seen it on the screen. Leading the MX1 category, the LEAC MX1 class, is Monticelli ahead of Gilbert. Tristan Purdon is in 3rd. Martin Barr with a solid start for 4th. Kulas is down there in 5th. Carpenter 6th on the first lap ahead of Grimshaw. Brad Todd in 8th. Callum Green in 9th. Liam Knight in 10th. Conrad Muse is in 12th on the opening lap.
Wow.
So we need to keep an eye on Conrad as well, as much as we need to keep an eye on the MX2 riders. In MX2, we have Dylan Walsh leading the way ahead of Billy Askew. So if Billy Askew makes the move, he'll win the overall.
He'll win the overall.
Carlton Husband is in 3rd, currently leading the championship at this stage. Charlie Heyman is in 4th ahead of Dylan Woodcock. Elfie Jones for 6th. Joe Brooks is in 7th. He'll want to move up to try and get in the top 3 in the championship. We've then got Glenn McCormick for 8th. Bailey Johnson 9th. Joel Rizzi in 10th. Championship leader Charlie Cole now up to 13th. And Jamie Wainwright is way down there in 16th.
Oh my gosh, Jamie, that is a nightmare stop. Jamie's just not had a good day. Not had a good day. And I know he went to bed really early last night. He was sort of, you know, obviously wanting to come in. Maybe it's just all got to him. I don't know. I don't know. But right now, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And Carlton Husband is putting in the ride of his life. 3rd position right now.
Well, he's had some amazing charges this year from the back of the pack.
He's close to Billy and Dylan as well. So we need to find those guys on the track.
What does he do? What do you do? Do you just go and chase after those two and find your zone or whatever? Or do you just do enough to stay ahead of the competition at this point? I
don't know. I think Carlton Husband is a racer, isn't he? And he's just going to get his head down and try and get this done in style. 2 seconds back right now on Dylan Walsh. He's going to want to go with Billy Askew. He doesn't want Billy to beat him. Billy's a rookie in this game, and he's a seasoned veteran.
Billy Askew is 0.3 of a second behind Dylan Walsh.
Yeah, can we find the 4:41?
When they cross the line. So that's the battle for not only the leading MX2 rider in the race, but for the overall here today. Remember, it's Billy Askew on the GTCI Revo Kawasaki's pro debut. He's in with a shot of winning it.
This is close. We need to find him on the circuit. So Dylan Walsh
frantically trying to, the guys are out there, obviously sunlight. There's Billy Askew. Right, so has he gone past Walsh? Has he gone past Walsh? I think he might have done, you know. No, there's Walsh just ahead of him. He's got Grimshaw between him.
So there is a buffer.
Okay, so we've just been told that Jamie Wainwright has actually passed Cole, Charlie Cole, on that lap. So it gets worse for Charlie Cole then, and it's looking good for Carlton Husband. Okay, we're just, I think everybody's on their phones here. It's hard enough at Hawkston as it is with signal. Here we go. There's Kulas. He's currently running 4th in the race and 4th in MX1. He's 3rd in the championship. Where's Conrad Muse? That's what we need to still keep an eye on that. Conrad's up to 11th.
There's Billy Askew. So Billy.
Okay. Expect to see Conrad starting to rip through this field when he gets a roll on.
Where's Carlton Husband gone? I think.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Split the things again.
There we go. Oh, he's dropping down. Carlton Husband has dropped down.
No.
Oh, my God. Carlton Husband has dropped from 3rd to 6th. And Joe Brooks is now in front of him. Remember, Joe is only 6 points off the lead.
I think Carlton's still safe where he's at.
Yeah, where he's at. We think he's still safe. Okay, but you, oh my God.
That can't get any worse. You don't want to be making that any thinner.
Heart in the mouth stuff for the Phoenix Even Strokes Kawasaki team, because he is still just about holding on to this, we think, Carlton Husband. Joe Brooks is having a good one because that's going to push him up a little bit. What's that? So Brooks, we're frantically trying to work it out. Brooks will potentially...
There's Husband on screen there.
Okay, we think that Brooks, it might be enough to push Brooks up past Wainwright here, as it stands in the championship.
Right, Wainwright's just come through.
Right, so I think as it currently stands in the 250 class, it's going to be Husband, Cole, Brooks for the championship.
Whoa, who's down on the hill?
Oh, who is that?
Is that Cole?
That could be Charlie Cole. I'm sure that's a Kawasaki. It does look like he was wearing that colour kit. That does look like number 82 on his back. Oh my God, is that him? We can't quite tell. That's definitely a KX, I'm sure of that. And it's very similar to the kit that he was wearing. Okay, let's see if he drops off the leaderboard here.
Right, I can just see Carlton Husband going into the back of the circuit there. Oh God, this is serious stuff.
Okay, there's Purden still being chased by on the
Purden's having a good
he's having
ride.
a great ride. Look at this from nowhere. Conrad now finding the flow. He has just suddenly shot up.
What's the time?
It was okay. So they're saying it's Elfie Jones off on the downhill. So
right,
sorry
okay.
if we've made any Charlie Cole fans have kittens, and he's pulling out of the race. So Ben tells us. So thanks for all the spotting you're doing out there, Ben. Okay, so that's not Charlie Cole. Ivo Monticelli still leads this one with a 3-second gap over Josh Gilbert. Purden for 3rd, Kulas for 4th. From nowhere, Conrad Muse goes from 11th to 5th in about one lap.
2:11 lap.
No, it is Charlie Cole. I thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Ben was telling us that it's Elfie. It's not. It's Charlie Cole. There you go. We were right. He was in that flow kit. I was convinced it was a Kawasaki. That's it. Good night, Vienna. That's his championship gone at the final round. He was leading coming into this final race by 1 point. And it's all gone wrong for Charlie Cole.
Yeah, he's took a digger as well. Look at the shoulder.
Oh, no.
If you come off going down that hill, that could be savage. It looked like he was in quite a bit of pain. But he's back on the bike and riding round.
Okay.
But these guys are tough.
So you really feel for Charlie Cole. He was leading it by 1 point. He's not going to win this championship. So he's a lap down. He's took a big crash down the hill. This is it. So it's now then between... Hey, listen, he can still finish top 3 in this championship, but it's now Carlton Husband in the driving seat for this championship in MX2. Joe Brooks might well force his way now up to even 2nd in the championship. Well, I'm not even going to try to do the maths. You know, let's just get the powers that be with the scoring and timing to work it out at the end.
Husband is in 7th currently. So Joel Rizzi has found his way past Wainwright. Whoa.
Yeah, so Wainwright is now on the back of Husband. Oh my God, we can't
Wainwright could actually win this.
He could.
And win the title. If Wainwright keeps going through, passes Husband, and then manages to pass another rider.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It could be Wainwright.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I know. So Jamie Wainwright is throwing everything at this. If he can pass a couple of riders, one of them being Carlton Husband.
I think we need to have our eyes on Carlton Husband right now.
Yeah. There's Conrad Muse now starting to work his way to the front. His last lap time, he took 2 seconds out of everybody. He took another 3 seconds out of the race leader and everybody in front of him last lap around. So Conrad Muse, expect him to do this thing in style. He is going to be up there with Koulas, Purdon and Gilbert and Monticelli very shortly. We don't know where to look.
No.
I mean,
let's try and get the cameras.
Literally don't know who to follow because
the number 6 of Carlton Husband, if we can do that.
Look at this. Look at Muse. He's already blown past Purdon. He's now right on the back of Koulas. He's going to win. He's going to go out and try and win this thing. There's Carlton Husband. Right.
So Wainwright can't pass him. If you know, well, I'm sure Wainwright wants to pass him. There's Wainwright.
There he is. There he is. Not far behind.
Close.
He is throwing everything at it. So in the MX2 category, wow. Results by class. We've got a jam up. We've got a jam up here with our timing. Come on, work.
Take that one again. It will go back.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Dylan Walsh leading the way. He is now looking for an overall win, by the way. We haven't filmed much of the 53. No disrespect to him.
No.
But we have got serious championship connotations going on further down the field. And so he looks set as it stands at the minute. Rider 53 to win the overall here with a 1-1.
Oh, Wainwright's passing. Wainwright's just made a move.
So Billy Askew is looking good for finishing second overall in his pro debut. Charlie Heyman's currently in third. Another good ride for Dylan Woodcock. Joel Rizzi is in the mix. Joe Brooks, out of the top 5 who are in title contention, he's the leading rider in 6th, pulling points on Carlton Husband and Jamie Wainwright.
Wainwright's here.
And Callum Mitchell is not that far behind.
Wainwright is right behind Husband now. This is on. This is on for the battle.
Look at him.
Look behind. Wainwright's coming. And if Wainwright passes him...
No, he can't. He's 2 points off of him. So that'll only be 1 point gained because of the position they are.
So he needs to pass and then pass someone else.
He's currently... So you've got Carlton, who is currently in 7th place, picking up 14 points. Okay. Then you've got Wainwright behind, picking up 13 points. You currently have Joe Brooks picking up 15 points. So they need to get into the top 5 to start getting that 2 point swing to try and win the championship. As it stands at the minute, Husband
will be champion.
Yeah. Charlie Cole has gone out of the race. Yeah, so Charlie is going to, well, effectively, that's going to probably push him out of the top 3 in the championship after leading it going into the final round. You can see Carlton Husband there with his Liat race kit. Cut holes in the back and in the front to try and get some airflow going on. It's bloody hot here at Hawkston.
It is.
By our standards anyway. Look at those big rocks there.
Wow. This is going to be history in the making, and it will be the first pro championship. If he can go all the way, Carlton Husband goes all the way, it'll be the first pro championship for the Phoenix Tools Kawasaki team. It'll be massive for those guys. Yeah, it will. We're gonna keep an eye on that on our other screens. We're gonna go back to the leader now, Ivo Monticelli, because he's having a great ride. Great ride, and in the first race today, he really didn't.
No.
We were 5th.
Yeah, but he's come strong in this one, and I've got to say, Conrad Muse with what have we got? Yeah, 10:50 left on the clock, plus 2 laps. So you're looking at about another 14 minutes of race action, maybe 15. Conrad is still setting times 2 seconds quicker than the riders in front of him. So he is closing on to Josh Gilbert here, coming to view any minute now. There he was.
He was there, yeah.
So
he's close.
He's chasing down a victory here. Here's Monticelli.
2:10, yeah.
Conrad is in the driving seat for the MX1 title, the Liat MX1 title. He can stick there, he can stay there, job done.
Yeah, it's took Ivo all season, though, after that injury at round 1 in Oxford to sort of get back to, this sort of speed.
Yeah.
It's been savage for him, I think. But good to see him back.
great to see him back, and it's been a wonderful addition to British motocross. Ivo Monticelli, it's been great having him here. I hope he comes back next year. I don't know what his arrangement is with the deal, or if he's going to stay with Lee Tolan's team.
Maybe Lee's put some sort of bonus on the line to try and get a win in this last one, because he's got a rocket up his arse at the moment.
Yeah, he has. There was Purdon in 4th place, not getting much airtime, as in TV time, but we don't know. Honestly, there's so many people we could follow here. We're going to keep an eye on this battle in the MX2. Dylan Walsh is stabilising the gap over Billy Askew at 3 seconds in front of the MX2 category. Charlie Heyman is still 3rd, Rizzi in 4th, Woodcock for 5th. Brooks is now 2 seconds ahead of Carlton Husband, and Jamie Wainwright is right there, just 3 seconds further back. So you'd have to say Callum Mitchell is probably out of it. He'll probably finish either 4th or 5th in this championship, depends what points he gets, because Cole is now out of it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So maybe Callum will get 4th.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's going to win it, we still don't know. 2nd, 3rd and 4th is anybody's guess. Right now, it could all...
I think we need to be focusing on who's going to win it, and I think right now Carlton Husband has got that locked up, providing nothing drastically changes. And riding with that amount of pressure, and Jamie right behind him, that's
Conrad
be
Muse,
difficult.
there it is. I'd like to, if we could follow the riders in 2nd and 3rd for a bit. Conrad, because he's closing in. As they jump into this sandpit, Ivo Monticelli, here go through the camera shot. We'll let him go. And lovely jumping into that. There's a second right. We're going to keep an eye on these 2 Honda riders now.
Conrad's pushing.
Yeah, Conrad is really making a move on. The 2 team members, along with Ben Watson, for our MX the Nations Team GB team.
So it's a good team. I think it's a solid team.
It's the best team.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody's got their opinions. That's mine.
Yeah, but they're wrong.
Your words, not mine. But I think Mark's Pest the strongest team available to us at this point. So. You know, Billy's time will come.
It'd be too much for Billy now.
Yeah,
it would be too much. I think like you'd pick.
You know, if you
go Walsh over Billy just for experience, I think at the minute.
Yeah, and if you actually said who would be the quickest rider right now, if you stuck, you know, which we're going to do, if we're going to put Gilbert on a 250, I'd still say Gilbert's got both of those current riders 1-2 in the MX2 covered.
I think so. Yeah.
In my opinion. There you go.
Yeah.
Sticking with it. So let's keep an eye on the lap charts. Let's see. Nothing changed on that lap regards of the championship down in the MX2 category. All I know is it's nervy times out there. Here we go. Here comes Gilbert. He under pressure from Muse. Muse is, like I said, shaving about 2 seconds off most of the riders in front of him. Next on his hit list, we've got Wave Yellows on another screen down here. Can't see who that is. Let's hope it's none of the championship riders. And we also got a medic flag out.
Could be.
Please tell me this is... Well, let's just hope this isn't a red flag incident. We'd hate to stop this race at this moment in time. But, of course, rider safety is paramount. We don't know who that rider is, but we hope that
who is that?
somebody over there, Husqvarna, trying to work out who that might be. So, anyway, they're off track. So, hopefully...
We're okay.
We're okay. We won't get a red flag incident.
Let's watch him go through here. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Bailey Johnson.
Bailey Johnson but he's crashed kind of off the racing line there, so we should be okay. It all depends.
Like he's taken the fence out with him.
It all depends on whether the medics can reach him, can go around that other side and get over the fence. Let's hope. For their sake that they can, and for the sake of the race that we're going to continue with this one.
Yeah, we are. Well, we've got 6 to go. 6 minutes to go, so I think it would be called anyway at this point.
Yeah, but which obviously I bet where Carlton Husband sits in this.
The Wainwrights wouldn't be happy about that.
He'd like, come on, get that flag out, you know.
Yeah.
Because Wainwright is losing 1 point to him here. Obviously, his husband was 1 point behind Charlie Cole going into this. Charlie Cole has gone out the race. So Joe Brooks was another 3 points behind him, but he's only pulling 1 back on him. So by my reckoning, it will be...
Carlton, Wainwright, Joe.
Yeah, I think that will be the championship if it stays as is. But do you know what? Don't listen to us two. Our maths are terrible. Barely can speak English.
Yeah, Ben's a man for that.
Yeah. Or we'll wait for the guys. There goes No, he didn't. He rolled it down the inside, Conrad, but he didn't put a move on Gilbert. Gilbert's fighting.
I think Monticelli's got this one in the back.
I do. I think you're right. Well, I don't know. Conrad's going so quick. Here he goes. This time he's going to power move it.
No. Gilbert's saying no, mate. Shuts the door.
Yeah, what a race between these two. Yep, good stuff. Monticelli is 5 seconds further up the track. So with 4 to go plus 2 laps, Conrad has to find his way past Gilbert if he's going to win this thing. I would say he's got to find a way past within the next lap.
Yeah, no, got to do it now, because the actual the advantage he's making up is probably only second a lap now.
Yeah, he's trying everything inside outside. Josh protecting those lines, hangs it up a little bit there. Here it comes, outside to inside move. And he gets it done. Josh just got hung up on that corner jump. Didn't quite execute it as he wanted.
It looks like he's gone.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Billy. No way. Billy Askew. He is now
right
all
on the back
of Dylan Walsh. If he overtakes him, he will win the race meeting in his pro debut.
That's saying 3 seconds.
No way is that 3 seconds. No way. Askew is digging deep, going for it.
They got to pass Carpenter now.
Oh, so let's stick with this.
Walsh has gone past Carpenter.
This is it. I mean, literally, there it is.
Oh, my gosh.
There it is. Dylan Walsh is just ahead of Billy Askew.
And it looks like Walsh
has hit the wall, hasn't he?
It looks that way.
I think he has. I think he's running out of steam. This is it. Talk about a dangling carrot. This is it. If Billy Askew wins this, he goes 2-1 and will win his pro debut. And there hasn't been a story like that in a long while.
No, that is massive. And Billy Askew is famous enough already with the fans. Now he's going to be coming into next season.
He's done it.
Hot topic. He is in.
He is in the lead. He is in the lead. He's going 2-1. Let's see. Walsh
is going to rev Walsh.
Oh! They get together. Oh, Billy saw that coming.
Walsh just smashed him up the bank.
Billy saw that coming. Do you know what? And that smart riding from Billy, because he just rolled off the throttle enough.
That was a bit naughty. That was.
There was no contact. Oh my God! You can see 2:45 to go.
How's Billy going to react to that? Is that going to pipe him up, or is that going to I don't know how that's going to be. You know, he's young.
Oh my God! Just everything
the
about
testosterone is gonna start kicking in now.
Everything about this race.
I'm shaking.
Right?
I'm shaking.
But there's a little backstory to this, in the obvious fact that Dylan Walsh used to be his teammate.
Yeah.
And, and he left 3/4 of the way through the season. There's all that kind of thing going on. That little backstory.
Oh my God! I'm properly shaking with adrenaline right now.
Let's try and find them on track. Look at that. Askew's right back on him. What's he got to lose? Honestly, he's excelled. I mean, he's excelled his expectations. I think maybe not his, other people straight away.
If I'm Askew, I'm gonna
go for it.
Yeah,
100%. What have you got? Literally go for it.
There we are. In.
No, not quite.
Oh,
lovely line though.
Very nice line.
He's going to get him. Oh, did they come together? Not quite. Oh my God, I can't take it.
The thing is, you can't trust Walsh though.
Oh, Walsh comes back. No, you can trust him to give you a race.
yeah.
No, come on. That's not. He's a racer.
I think but what I mean, I think he will just park you up if he feels there's a gap.
Of course,
he's going to park you.
Yeah, no, that's you can't give Dylan an injustice like that. He's a racer. He's a hard racer. He does not like getting beat.
No, he doesn't.
So he does what he needs to do to win. That's
If I'm Billy, I'm nervous.
Oh, but Billy has got some smart lines. He goes again. Returns the favour.
Oh,
no!
Oh my God!
Oh wow!
There's going to be fireworks.
Oh, Billy! Fair play to you, young man. Fair play. Fair play, Billy Askew. He rolled the dice. I mean, people's interpretation of that, read into it what you want. I actually do think that was just
okay.
a racing incident. Yeah. I don't think...
It was hard racing.
Yeah. Dylan already had the line there, and it was already slightly in front.
Yeah,
Billy just carried so much speed.
He hit Walsh's back wheel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Other people will have different interpretation on that. Oh, but he rolled the dice so very nearly taking his pro victory. But Walsh has got a nice gap.
I think we need a camera on the mechanic area right now.
Oh my God. There he is. He rolled the dice. He will get.
Broke the bike. The bike's broke.
He's gutted. But you know what? Billy Askew, don't hang your head, mate.
Don't.
Hold it high. Very, very, very high. Because You went for that to win your pro debut, and mate, applause to you. Superb.
We'll need a fight box camera in the pits, I'm telling you now.
Let's, in the meanwhile, by the way, there's still a championship to be won, and we've lost track of all of that. So let's go back to the MX2
split it
championship. Yeah, we're going to split it by class. Monticelli is still in the lead by only 2.5 seconds now over Conrad Muse. There's Conrad right on him. Okay, but let's go back to the fight. It's all going to change, isn't it, when they're round, next lap around.
So Carlton is in.
Oh, my God, look at this. Joe Brooks is into the top 5.
Joe Brooks is there,
so he's pulled 2 points or more on Carlton Husband. I can't get my head around this. So basically,
I think Carlton's still.
No, look, because Joe Brooks is showing. Billy Askew's going to drop down, so that's going to push Joe Brooks up even further into 4th.
Oh my gosh.
Which will put him on 18
Carlton
points.
Will be 6th.
Carlton will be 6th on 15 points. And there was only, what was the gap between them? 3 points. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to call this.
Barry's going to be.
I do not want to call it. My God. I think, as it stands, right, let's get them over the line.
So,
do you know what? No.
So who's won more races? If it's even.
By the way, while we're frantically trying to work this out, Conrad Muse has gone into the lead. So that's the championship signed, sealed and delivered if he brings it home. Right.
Joe Brooks hasn't won a race.
Okay,
but Carlton Husband has won 1 race.
Yeah. So he'll win it.
Yeah.
Because he's if they're even. My God. Right, Joe Brooks. Here we go. So Joe Brooks, right, coming into this race, Joe Brooks was 5 points behind Husband. So it's not going to be enough, okay? So he's currently pulling 18 points as opposed to Carlton's 15 points. Good God. Right. But that might be enough to push Brooks up to 2nd in the championship.
Over Wainwright.
Past Wainwright.
Yeah, because Jamie's been stuck there in 8th.
We're on our last lap. Conrad Muse has timed his run to perfection. Good God alive. What a way to sign off this Michelin MX Nationals 23 championship, but also the championship. A 10-year run. If you haven't heard the news, it is going to be revamped, rebooted, new name, new format next year. It is all happening. My God. What a way to sign this off. I just can't. This is sport at its best. This is just sport and drama.
That is story.
What a way to go out. A sunny Hawkston Park with just racing, manoeuvres, controversy, matter of opinions.
Yeah, mate, I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking. Like, for a race to excite me like that, I mean, that is therapy, man. One lap to go.
One lap for Conrad Muse. He has a nice points cushion. He was 13 points, I think, coming into this last race.
He was,
ahead of Gilbert. He's pulling another 3 points. No, actually, he's pulling another 5 points on him. So
yeah, because I don't think Gilbert's found his way past Monticelli.
He's just got to nurse that bike in over the line. If you're Rob Bosley, his mechanic right now, although they've won championships and stuff before, you'll still be, as a mechanic. You'll be worse as a mechanic now with 1 to go than the rider.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
The rider's in control of it.
Yeah,
the mechanic has no control.
And that's your bike out there.
You've still got the emotions, haven't you? You're connected to it.
And that's your bike.
Yeah.
You're like, just, I hope I've done that bolt up. I hope this stuff.
There'll be so many things going through your head.
God. Oh, dear. So, it's tight. So, Ben's done the maths. He seems to think that Brooks in 4th. And, yeah, he's just it's funny, actually, because he's just messaged me and corrected that. As we've got it. That Carlton Husband is going to win this championship. He's got 1 lap to go. He is going to win it by 2 points, we think, over Joe Brooks. That's not a bad pro debut, finishing 2nd in the championship.
Big news.
That's what we think. That is unofficial timing and scoring. Of course, by the way, you've also got to allow for protests and all that. You know, that's the unofficial. I'm not saying there will be any.
We are nor the judge or the jury.
But you've always got you know, we're going by live timing, so you never know. Okay, so remember, we're only going on live timing with this. Okay, so that if there are protests, which you never know, we haven't seen all the action out on track. We don't know.
Yeah.
So the championship result might not be what we think, or the overall result. Who knows? Oh my God.
It's,
right, I can't take much more. I've got to go and get ready to speak to Conrad Muse, who looks like he's going to win this championship.
Yeah, and
I'm going to let you bring in whoever we think is going to win the Apico MX2 title.
Right, so we're currently watching just Conrad Muse cruise round on his final lap. A final lap of 10 years of the Michelin MX Nationals. And he is going to be champion. There we are, crosses the line, cruises across the line. So, he looks like he's in a bit of pain actually, or at least out of very winded. And then Ivo Monticelli will be crossing the line in second, followed by Josh Gilbert, who has just come short in this one. But what a stellar season he's had. And we think Carlton Husband has managed to clinch this title, which is massive for the even strokes Phoenix Tools Kawasaki team. And we're just trying to keep our eyes on who's coming through, providing there's been no drama on the last laps. It might be a while. I can see Carlton Husband on camera 4. Hang on. There he is. And we'll just follow him home. A lot of emotions, I think. Could you imagine how that feels? I mean, he's probably been searching for this for a long time as well. Carlton Husband's been around the paddocks for a long time. He's been racing at a pro level for a long time, and I don't think he's got any pro championships to his name. And there we are. On his last lap. I can hear some drama in the pits. And that's it. Carlton Husband, I believe, is your MX Nationals champion. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Callum Swan, and that was the last time. I will be commentating on the Michelin MX Nationals. Throwing this one to adverts now. See you later.
My God, I'm still getting my breath back. What a final moto ever at the Michelin MX Nationals, and it was won by this guy. I didn't even know that. I left the boot to come and speak to who I thought was going to win it, Conrad Muse, but you took the victory on the last lap. Explain what happened.
Nothing, just I have a good start. I just managed to pass straight away Gilbert on the first lap, so I was free road in front. I tried to push. First moto was really bad because I get really bad arm pump, and the feeling with the bike I struggle a lot to take. It's a bit different than the training bike, so but yeah, I was first till the 2 laps to go. Then Conrad was a bit faster. All the moto I see he catch me like 1 second a lap or something like this, not much, but I see he was faster, and just in the 2 laps to go he passed me, and nothing. In the last lap up on top of the uphill, the right turn, I see yellow flag. I say, oh my God. Then I see him, he's crashed. He just stand up the bike, start almost with me. I know really good, he's a good guy, good friend, and we've been training in Belgium all the week, so he just screamed on me like, ah, like where you go? And I was like, no, you cannot pass me now. I tried to push, and I think he just even don't try, I think. or yeah, some problem or something after the crash. But yeah, happy with this win, you know.
Yeah.
A bit hard season because I got injured, come back, and struggled a lot with the arm pump all this season long. I was so happy this morning when I see the sunshine, because I love when it's hot. I feel less arm pump and feel good with my body. So nothing. On the end was a good day. We work hard and still result not arrived till now, so I'm just happy about this race win, you know.
Well, Ivo, it's been a pleasure having you racing the championship over the last year or so. We hope you come back next year. I don't know what your plans are, whatever, but it's been a pleasure having you here. Obviously, you've got a great team behind you, so just I'm sure you want to give the team a shout out and sign off here this championship with them. Yeah, for sure. I want to thank everybody around me. Also, today he's coming also my brother to watch me, so I'm pretty happy and I was motivated. All the season they work hard, also them from home, and they never come to England. So I was really happy. I want to thank all my family, the sponsor behind me, the guy work with the team. So thank you a lot, everybody. Good stuff. We'll see you. Go and get a nice cool shower. He took the last moto win of this epic championship. Ivo's going to move out because we're going to bring in, I say bring in, subject to any protests and stuff like that, of course, because there's a championship on the line. This is the unofficial result. But this gent, let's get him in. I tell you what, if there's ever a deserving champion, it's Carlton Husband on the Phoenix Even Strokes Kawasaki. Wow, man. Wow.
Absolutely buzzing, man. So buzzing. Yeah. That was the hardest race I've ever done. Just worried about what's going on, like with the points. It was so close, wasn't it? So yeah, to get it done, I'm absolutely over the moon. Like, can't be happier.
Honestly, how hard did you find it to focus, you know, on your race and your craft? Because, like you said, that was going through your mind, the point scenario all the time. I'm guessing the team were keeping you updated. Yeah. I mean, did you go out with a strategy of knowing what you wanted to know what was going on, or did you not want to know?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to know like who was near us, you know, like not so much just because I wanted to concentrate on the race, but I wanted to know how far Charlie was in front of us or behind us, you know. And when Chris said that he went down, I hope he's all right, by the way, like nothing. But yeah, when he said he went down, I was like, I can breathe a little bit. Yeah. But then I had Wainwright and the rest of them coming at us, and yeah, it was mega. It was a real struggle, but I'm buzzing.
We honestly, me and Callum, we're feeling the heat in that, and we're not even racing. You got obviously Charlie that you're racing with. He's signed to ride the team for next year. There were so many other stories involved with that. But mate, you've been trying for this for such a long time, as has the team. It's their first ever pro. It must feel so special to deliver this championship for Barry and the crew.
Definitely for Barry and Chris and everyone who helps the Phoenix Tools Kawasaki, and everyone who helps me as well. There's loads of them. There's a list as long as my arm, but yeah, I just want to thank you all for getting us to where I am, and enjoying this moment.
Fantastic, a worthy champion, the last ever Michelin MX Nationals champion in the Apico MX2 class. Hopefully Carlton will be back next year with the new format. I'm going to shake your hand because that was epic. One more time, give it up. In fact, you know what? Let's stay there. Come on, you lot can come in. We want a team shot. Come on, we're going to end this thing in style. Me and Callum are going to sign this off. We want you guys behind us, right? Okay, so Callum, you hobble in, you stay to the side. There we go. We're just stand to the side so you can get the shot of the team. I'm going to shake Barry's hand. I think he's still probably shaking. I can feel it. He is actually physically shaking. Amazing stuff. So what a way to wrap off this 10 years of Michelin MX Nationals. We can't thank everybody enough. Honestly, Michelin, every sponsorship partner that's been involved with this series down the 10 years, Barry included, with the straight rhythm and stuff like that. It's been epic. It's the last ever Michelin MX Nationals, but it's not the last ever event run by the MX Nationals team. Next year with more live stream coverage. Like and subscribe, spread the word. The more people that watch, the more chance we've got of improving the production, more investment into it. Callum, let's go for a cold one. I'm absolutely ready for a beer. Thanks everybody. We'll see you in 24 with the new championship. It's been epic, it's been emotional. I'm ready to get drunk. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
We're ready. Yeah.
What, you want to sign my...